So we're here to talk about The Simpsons, and it's so surreal to still be talking about this show. I mean, you guys passed a massive milestone last season.
500th episode, which has been done only twice before on television. It's really, we couldn't believe it ourselves.
Yeah, so what can we look forward to this season?
Well, September 30th, Zoe Deschanel returns. She played Cletus's daughter on a previous episode. And basically, Bart realizes that even though he's dated, Anne Hathaway and Sarah Michelle Gellar, they all dump him at the end of a week. So the one that's left is Zoe, and he tracks her down to New York, where she's living like Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's, and sees if something can work out there. Then October 7th, we have our Treehouse of Horrors in October, which is
amazing.
Yeah, how did we do that? It deals with the end of the world in 2012, which is Homer's fault. We see Comic Book Guy. We have a black hole menacing Springfield, and he throws a DVD of Disney's The Black Hole inside to see what happens. And Bart goes back in time, breaks up Homer and Marge, and John Lovitz marries Marge. So if you wondered how that would go, you're going to find out.
Probably not so great, I'd imagine.
Actually, it seems terrific, and then Homer screws it up again.
So basically, the motto of the Halloween episode is Homer screws everything up.
That's pretty much true, yeah.
And maybe 75% of the episodes, Homer screws a lot of things up. Yeah. So, I mean, last season you did have Ned and Edna get married. Are there any kind of relationship changes for any other characters we should be looking for on the horizon?
Well, we try not to do anything that's like, that was a permanent thing, and we, actually put it up to the fans, and they voted yes. But we do have a season finale this year where the Simpsons actually visit the planet of Kang and Kodos. It's not a Halloween episode. It'll be airing in May. And you basically discover Homer is a very indigestible person wherever you go in the universe.
Interesting. So what are you guys currently up to in the next season?
That was the last one we recorded, that one I just mentioned.
Okay.
So we've got the whole season recorded. Guest stars include Steve Carell as Fat Tony's accountant, Tina Fey as a substitute teacher who immediately hates Lisa, and she cannot figure out why. Janet Reno plays herself. We have a show where Bart is tried by a kids' court, and Janet Reno was brought in as the judge, and Lisa's just constantly kissing up to her.
Will there be any election type thing episode?
We have something. It may go viral. It may be on the show where you remember Homer tried to vote for Obama in 2008, got sucked in a tube. Well, he's not deterred. He tries to vote again, and he's thinking about it. And he goes, "Well, Romney did invent Obamacare. Maybe I should vote for him."
Okay. I mean, is it hard to kind of do more timely things given how long you do need to have to animate?
It is, yeah. This election thing, we thought maybe a month ago we would try to get something out. But you have to deal with generalities. You can't deal, like, for example, people said after the Clint Eastwood thing, there was a viral thing where Homer, where we had an old image of Grandpa yelling at a cloud, and they changed it to chair and put it out, which was wonderful. I loved that that happened, but I don't think we'll do anything off of it because it's just sort of like that was of the moment.
Right, and it would have been so hard, even if you were in season, to actually get that, imagine, turned around. Yeah.
Well, it was amazing is that the guy took our thing that said yells at cloud, switched it to chair, but kept it looking like a crappy frame grab. and then it got like 2,000 hits on Yahoo or something. It's like,
well, when you have over 500 episodes, you pretty much have a lot of the current topics already covered in one way or the other.
Yeah, we have a huge library of things people can alter to their purposes as they see politically fit. So go for it.
Do you get to go online and see a lot of these little things that Simpsons fans make?
Well, I have a Google search that anything that comes up related to The Simpsons I read, and it's amazing. There was a publicity shot of the family watching TV with all the neighbors, and somebody did an anime version of it, which was really scary.
Oh, wow.
Wiggum looked like this, just kind of like fish-faced policeman stuff, and stuff that people do off the basic template is incredible.
Wow, it's so great to see fans have that kind of passion and be able to kind of put their own spin on something that's so iconic at this point.
I saw some drawings. Somebody did paintings of Springfield if it was real, and it was just like the grisly nuclear power plant, and Moe's was really crummy, and I was like, that was amazing too. Yeah, people really do unbelievable stuff.
Yeah. Are there any musical guests this season?
Zoe sings on the shows that she's on, and Justin Bieber is on, but he doesn't sing. He's on for one very brief appearance. We have a little warning. Bieber's coming up. You can either turn the volume up or down, and then Bieber has left the show.
There needs to be like a little flashing sign on the bottom of the screen. So some of the Simpsons fans, if they're like, nope, don't want to hear his voice, you can just go.
You just get a spike with girls 12 to 18, you know, an enormous spike for 1 minute.
I'm sure that's a desirable demo somewhere. I mean,
Oh, it's hugely desirable. Yeah,
so,
are you kidding?
I mean, 18 to 49, I know, is the quote unquote the golden demo for most people. But I mean, I feel like the younger kids, they're desirable to people.
Well, the weird thing about animated shows, they're the only shows other than sports that actually have more men watching than women. It's very strange. Because almost all television shows, women watch more.
Right.
So it's actually one reason I think we've been on so long is that if advertisers want to put something on for young boys, The Simpsons and the other animated shows are the place that they do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, and there's so much Simpsons merchandise at this point. Is there anything that you kind of really want to get the Simpsons branding on that you haven't been able to yet? Well,
we love when they do something like the Island of Dr. Hibbert, where we take something from our show and make it into a toy. So all that stuff I love, and there's a Tapped Out, the online game that people are playing that I think is really cool. So yeah, I'm always really thrilled when it goes into like new media you didn't expect.
Yeah, the great thing about the show being on so long is that there's so much new technology that keeps evolving. So there's new ways for the Simpsons to kind of permeate everyone's.
Yeah, and they're just a family. So families get iPads. They do different things that you've never dreamed of the Simpsons doing 20 years ago.
Yeah. Is there anything that you really feel like you haven't had the chance to do on The Simpsons yet that you're really hoping to get to do next season?
You just want to explore stuff that goes on, and there's like an episode we're working on now where I heard about this website Ashley Madison, where married people. So Marge goes on thinking it's Dolly Madison and wants to order cupcakes for Homer, and then I thought, oh, this is like a funny thing based on something new, which I can't believe the commercials for it are the sleaziest. It's like.
Yeah.
Help your marriage by cheating on your spouse. It's insane.
Weird logic in there somewhere. I don't understand it.
I don't get it.
But Marge is going to find herself in a not so great situation.
Yes.